In modern world, each profession has to reconsider the way how it conducts our businesses. Thus, me being an architect engaged in building processes, together with my colleagues also engaged in such processes, have to rethink how to go ahead, namely. In order to properly position architects, planners, and all other engineering professionals engaged on defining environment, we must first investigate what is happening inside and outside newly created spaces. What parameters can show us the effects that built environment has on human, its physical and mental health, which means satisfaction or dissatisfaction with being in such an environment. We also have to consider the long-term effects that our intervention in given space have on the biophysical environment and nature in general. The growing awareness of global environmental degradation and the cultural changes of the post-industrial era raise the question of the ethical responsibility of architects and other participants in the process of creating a built environment for the current quality of life in our cities, countries, regions, and so on. Burdened with the requirements of aesthetic, functionality, structure, materialization, economical efficiency, limited by spatial and material resources, we are rarely able to see the long-term effects that our interventions have on the environmental aspects of the space we are changing. We change it twice, from the outside inwards and vice versa. The new spatial entity steals a part of nature, while at the same time becoming an integral part of it, thereby establishing one often infrequent interrelationship. In addressing the problems arising from man's positioning above the nature, each engaged party, regardless if it is person, institution, organization, community, individual, industrial activity, must strive to find an environmentally sound approach in its practice, but with an awareness of the deep intertwining and complexity of the world in which it operates. The importance of an adequate understanding of an environmentally responsible approach to creating an architecturally defined space is necessary because our decisions today will not only affect the current needs of individuals and society, but will certainly contribute to the preservation or degradation of the environment for future generations. In answer to the imposed question, how to make the right decisions regarding our roles in creating healthy urban environment is not simple, since the optimal decision in a simplified model will rarely be optimal in the real world. The decision maker can choose the optimal decisions derived from the virtual simplified world, or good enough satisfactory decisions derived from a world that more closely assesses the complexity of reality. Thus, tendencies to achieve eco-efficiency in the built environment through different stages focused on solving individual problems become very questionable in the context of the system as a whole.